Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out John Thornhill's Ambassador Program, and you might be wondering, is this a good affiliate program to join? Maybe you jumped on his webinar. It kind of looks like this. This was the webinar registration, right? So essentially, he's going to teach you how to become an amazing affiliate marketer in ClickBank. Maybe you've been through the webinar and you're wondering, should you actually join the Ambassador Program? What is it about? What does it cover? How much does it cost? We're going to review all that in today's review video for John Thornhill's Ambassador Program. All right, so this is how this works, right? So John Thornhill is a very successful ClickBank affiliate. He's made millions of dollars. He's got some great training. And what he's basically doing with the Ambassador Program is he's allowing you as a brand new marketer or an experienced marketer to basically pay $497, all right, to basically use this exact webinar for yourself. Okay, so it's basically a done-for-you webinar. You get to replicate this evergreen webinar. So you get this on his server, which is pretty cool actually. So you don't have to pay for the hosting or anything like that. So John's gonna look after that, and then he's also got 365 days of emails that you can input into your Aweber autoresponder, right? So you're gonna need to pay for your Aweber autoresponder. It's roughly about, unless the price has changed, it's roughly about $49 per month. It's a pretty popular autoresponder, and every time you make a sale, you can make 100% commissions, and depending on the upsell products, because he's got some upsell products as well, you will earn 50% commissions on the upsell products. Okay, so pretty cool. Then what he does is he teaches you how to generate traffic, right? So he has a few different traffic strategies. He's got done for you traffic, which is solo ads, which isn't great, but he does teach some free traffic strategies and paid traffic strategies, and that is really the main focus of what you need to do as a marketer if you decide to get into the Ambassador Program. Okay, so essentially he's going to let you use his webinar, he's going to let you use his sales pages, he's going to let you use all his emails, and he's basically going to pay you 100 to 50% commissions on the products that you sell from basically all of his range of products. All right, and what you need to do is you need to get very, very good at marketing, which he also teaches in the Ambassador Program, and you just lead people directly back to John's webinar. That's basically all you're doing. All right, so it's a very, very simple kind of affiliate marketing, done for you, business in a box type of deal here, right? And again, it costs $497. He does have an upsell in the background that he upsells for $4,000. All right, but again, that's optional. If you just want to use the done for you webinar, like here, the done for you pages, the emails and all that, that's going to cost you one time $497. Okay, so that's essentially it. That's what the Ambassador Program is about. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. Okay, so is this a good thing, or is it, just not a very good thing? Well, let's talk about the pros and then let's talk about the cons. The pros are that if you are somebody who is very inexperienced and you don't want to deal with building websites, you don't want to have to learn how to do a webinar, you don't want to have to learn how to pick good products, you don't want to basically learn how to do any marketing, and you just want to focus on one thing, which is getting really good at traffic generation, then this is actually a pretty good program, because essentially what John's done here is he's given you all his assets, he's given you all his emails, he's even hosting them on his server, he's doing the selling, the telling, all the presentations, he's got all his products, and basically he pays you out as an affiliate. But you still need to learn how to do the marketing part, okay? So you need to learn how to get eyeballs to this particular webinar right here, right? Which you're gonna learn how to do. So if you don't learn how to, buy the solo ads or do the paid traffic or the free traffic that he teaches you, then this is not gonna work. But the good news is that the pro is you only have to focus on traffic, right? That's I would say the main pros of this particular program. Will you learn to be a great marketer? Probably not. That's the con of this program, okay? It just depends on who you are. Because he's giving you everything and you're only learning how to generate leads, right? Unfortunately, as a marketer, that's all you're gonna learn how to do. You're only going to learn how to generate leads because everything else he's giving to you, okay? So it's a good and bad thing. It's good in the sense that if you've never made money online, or maybe you've tried many times and you still couldn't figure out how to make money, and you really just need something that's already done for you and you just have to send traffic to it and you can make a bit of money, then that's a good thing, because that will allow you to leverage off John's experience, his webinar, his assets, his traffic and all that stuff, sorry, not his traffic, because you're gonna have to learn to generate your own traffic, but his products, his commissions, and all that stuff, and it'll at least get you started. The problem here is that because you're not learning any real marketing, that means you're not learning to write emails, you're not learning how to close, you're not learning how to do a webinar, you're not learning how to add value. You're basically not learning anything. You're only learning how to drive traffic. If John decides to pull this program down, right? And it's very possible, by the way. I've been doing this business, I've been online for like 14 plus years. I've seen people close down businesses like this all the time, all right? So it's available today, and then it might be not available tomorrow because John might decide that he wants to do something else. He might have a change in direction, change in strategy. Maybe something happens to John, you know, touch wood, nothing happens to him. But because everything is based around his business, if he decides to, you know, change directions and close the ambassador program down, you've basically lost your entire income stream. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because essentially, you're not selling one product, you're using all of his assets to sell your products, okay? And I've seen businesses close down and people that are making whatever, $5, $10, $20,000 a month, it's just the income stream is just gone because you're relying so heavily on all of his assets. So that's the only con. The other con as well is that you're not really learning how to market, right? Because all you're doing is you're leveraging off John, you're using all his stuff, and he's only teaching you how to drive traffic. So when everything's said and done, the only thing that you've really learned how to do is drive traffic, if you really think about it. So it's good and bad, you know? It's good that, yeah, you can, you know, stand on his shoulders, you can piggyback off John, but are you really learning to be a great marketer? Absolutely not, okay? Because there's so many areas that you're gonna be missing out on. And you know, if you're okay with that, then it's a good program. So it just depends on who you are, you know? So that's the only thing I would say about John's program. It's good, but there's some bad points of it as well, depending on whether you want to become an independent entrepreneur or whether you just really want to 100% piggyback off an experienced marketer. And the only person that can answer that question is you, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this review of John Thornhill's Ambassador Program. It's a pretty cool program for what it is. If you're looking for that whole done-for-you angle, you've never really made any money, it might be worth investing the $497. You know, in my experience, I still think that learning how to market properly from scratch is always the best because right here what John is doing he's giving you the fish. He's not really teaching you how to fish. So if you want to learn how to fish so that you can feed yourself for the long term, no matter what happens to John, you know, hopefully he's going to stick around for a long time, but you never know with marketers online. That's the reality. They might be doing one thing one day and then they'll change strategy and do something the other day, and his ambassador program might not be around for the next, you know, 10, 20 years. It might be, it may not be, you never know. All right, so it just depends on you. But if you're here watching the video right now and you would like to learn step by step how to actually build out a business like this, a multiple six-figure business, I would love to teach you how to do it for free so you actually have the skills that you need in order to replicate this for yourself. No matter what happens to anybody in the market, you get to become a fully independent entrepreneur so you know how to get to multiple six figures, millions of dollars, no matter what happens to any other person, product, system, or webinar, or emails, or whatever. You are 100% independent. So if you'd like to learn how to do that, you can just go ahead and register for the workshop in the description box or the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed this review of John Thornhill's Ambassador Program. All the best to you and see you soon.